Hi, and thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle, and I'm the owner of TNTJ Consulting. And what we're going to do as a company, we're going to start doing segments, my broadcast, on new age job techniques, how to find a job now. The process is extremely different than if you were a job seeker 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. So we're going to be doing little small segments, little tips, as you would say, on how to find your ideal job, that job that you're looking for, and not waste your time. If you are familiar with real estate, you know there are terms as a buyer's market and a seller's market. So basically what it means is if it's a buyer's market and you're looking for real estate, whether commercial, residential, single family homes, condos, you can go in and pretty much name your price because there are a lot of homes and office space that they're plentiful. So people are looking to sell, so they're willing to negotiate on their price and come down on their asking price. If it's a seller's market, that means that it's limited. What that pretty much means is that there are limited things that you want to purchase as a buyer, so the sellers can increase their prices. You're willing to pay a little more because you want a good location, you want a good space, you want a good community. So they're willing to pay a little more. So in the job world, it's the same process. Right now, we're in a employer's market. We are not in a job seeker's market. So that means the employers have the heads up. They have, it's their market right now. So they have plentiful applicants coming in and not a lot of jobs, unfortunately. So as a job seeker, you have to step it up. There are some things that you have to do differently. So that's what this broadcast is going to be about. My segments, I plan to do about 10 segments on how, as a job seeker, you can find your ideal job. Usually, TNTJ, we work for the employer. We do executive search recruiting searches for the employers, trying to find them good candidates for the positions they have open. And by it being an employer's market, we get a lot of candidates. And, I see every day a lot of candidates rejected. And they're qualified, but it's just something they were missing that the employer was looking for. So we're going to do a lot of segments. Like I said, probably about 10 segments to give you an advantage as a job seeker. So, first thing, I have 3 points today that I want to make really quick. This is the first one. So this is our first segment. So it's going to be short. We're going to keep these all at probably around 5 minutes so you can kind of use them as, refreshers and refer back to them doing your job search. Hire a professional. And what I'm talking about is for resumes and cover letters. The market is not the same. You cannot use the tools that, unless you are a professional resume writer, then of course you do what you do to get your job. But a lot of people, especially like we do professional resume writing, and a lot of people, when I tell them it's 150, it could go all the way up to 250 depending on what type of resume you're looking for, they're detoured by the cost. But in the big scheme of things, $200 is a small price to pay when the difference of a job opportunity could be as much as $10,000 or $15,000 depending on the resume that you write and get in the door with, or the resume that you write that will not get you in the door. So that's my first point. Hire a professional. I'm not saying you have to go to TNTJ Consulting. I would love to have your business, but get your professional. Get you a resume that's professional, because that's what you're up against, professional resumes. You have to be knowledgeable. Point 2, it's not like it was 10 years ago. You can't walk into a job, say, hi, I'm here for it, and they just automatically hire you based on your personality or, your potential. It's a employer's market. They're not looking for potential. They're looking for knowledge. So what you need to do, you need to get your skills, refresh your skills, go to the library, research, Everything is based on computers now. There's no getting around it. You can't even be a field that serves, like the civilian with the police officers that we respect and the firemen that we respect. There's a great deal of computers now that's involved in those jobs. So you do have to be conscious of that fact, and you do have to get some knowledge about computers. You have to be knowledgeable. There are classes that are given. They're free classes. Go to your local community centers, the Ys, the libraries themselves hold classes. Especially if you're a little older in the job market and going back out, they do, they hold classes. There are plenty of schools that will certify you free. You have to do your research. Go online, go to the library, go to the colleges. They'll tell you, they'll put you in the right direction on what to do to enhance your skills. That's a must. You don't want to go out there without having that knowledge. And the third thing is, and I'm going to make a point of today, you have to prepare mentally. The one thing, you have to prepare for rejection, unfortunately. Once again, employer's market, not a job seeker's market. So there may be 200 jobs you apply to and only get 3 callbacks, interviews, or responses. So that can be a bit devastating, especially if you are experienced, you are educated, you are knowledgeable, and you're not getting the response that you think you should be getting. It's a little disheartening. So you have to prepare mentally for that. In my book, I do talk about that. Falling creates an opportunity for getting up. You can get it on Amazon.com. And like I said once before, I would love for you to purchase or get your sources from me be a big resource for you. But if you can't do it from me, please do it from some other source. There are plenty of sources out there that can help you. So if you want to go, you can go get Falling Creates an Opportunity for Getting Up, Transforming. It talks about preparing mentally. You can't be successful professional if you're not successful mentally or personally. So I do talk about that a lot in the book. So this is something you can get on Amazon.com. But that's what we need to do. It's a new technique. It's the same strategies are not working this year, now, like they were working back 5 years ago. So we do have to prepare for that. So if you want some more knowledge, please, if you are a employer looking to get some qualified candidates, please see us at www.tntjconsulting.com. Or if you are a job seeker, we do take some job seekers and try to help them find a job. So if that's something you want to talk to us about, we will be more than happy to talk to you about it. But with job seekers, we do professional resume writing for you. So until later, I am going to let you go because I know you got to go prepare for that job. So thank you so much. I am Michelle, and once again, I'm the owner of TNTJ Consulting, and we will be doing more of these segments. Thank you.